Surprisingly, it's still the morning, and we're going to continue on with the topic about gamers. Now, if you're a gamer, I would strongly suggest for you to just go on ahead and stay up all night with your game. I'm talking about all night long. All right. I mean, do consider about what you're going to do tomorrow. However, gaming is a way to deal with the stresses of life. I've seen one person. Her name is J Hadina, and I don't know how to say that name. However, this person is so on target. I mean, absolutely on target. I mean, so on target that it's on target. You can look at her, and she's fantastic as far as that particular game of tapping into people's thoughts and their lives. However, this issue is about games, and I got to get that off my chest because it's a desire that I've been wanting to do for quite some time, as far as just to stay up with my game all night long. For those that have, I think the biggest thing is just right before, like around 9 o'clock, start backing off on the liquids, because just breaking all the time and just going to the bathroom throughout the night can wake people up. I mean, if you are living with anybody. But people say, like, why do you as an adult is so focused on games? Is literally to deal with stress of the day. So if something doesn't go your way, you can actually lose within the game, like actually lose. And still, that's very, very helpful to you as an individual, because I don't know. I do know, and that's why I'm telling you, is that stay up with your game all night long. I mean, until the sun rises. So you're actually going to work sleepy. I know, and it does affect your productivity if you have a serious job to go to. But it's less of a... instead of staying all night at a bar, and your trip home can be dangerous, you can actually just stay home and play into the night. So, and get really good at it. The reason why that I mentioned that person's name is because she's really good at what she does, but I'm seeing the time frame in which she does it. It's like around 11 o'clock, like after taking a bath or whatever. And it's almost like waking back up, and then you do this video, and then you go to sleep. What my thing is that when I'm coming home from work, it's not like I gotta cut this on. That might affect things, but I'm saying if you're coming home from work and you're trying to do games, it really doesn't work, because there's catching up with the family, and then there is the actual meal, and then there is the downtime, which only gives you like about an hour and a half. But then you gotta talk, work things out, whatever it might be, or the cleaning of the house. And so we just, as gamers, we just gotta stay up with our games late into the night. I've been wanting to, for so long, get back into Dungeons and Dragons and other love affairs as far as my gaming goes, and I just can't touch it. I can just stay up and do YouTube content, but it will all have to be in the car. So is this topic about gaming, or is this talking about uploading YouTube content? Well, it seems like it's bleeding into both. Just staying up all night just to do those two. I can only do it in my car. And it seems like that's the biggest thing, that the greatest studio. So I might get my Quest and just bring it to the car. I think it can still link to the computer if I'm still on my property. It's just the whole point as far as uploading YouTube content. The best way is to do it in your car, because there's no interruptions. I'm seeing people walk past me and they see that I'm talking, and so there's no way to actually interrupt me, because it actually looks like I'm having a conversation with somebody over the phone. So it's not like people in my house can hear what I'm talking about. I would say, do all your videos from car. I'm not saying make your studio in the car, but it looks like that's what's going to happen. Like, my studio is actually going to be in my car, because the house has such a dominating force of, pay attention to me. And so like, you got to pay attention to your chores or whatever it might be. So this is about uploading YouTube content. That's what it's changing into. But I'm more talking about to gamers, and then just the love of games, and then how can you do it? I would just stay up all night, one night a week. Just get it out of your system. That's the only thing that is hitting me right now. I think that's everything that's off my chest. And people may see it as an oddity that I work so hard, but in the working hard, you just got to play very hard. If you can hear that without any sexual overtone, you got to really, really give it your all once you have your time off. But in uploading YouTube content, you got to do the same thing. But I've seen two creators, their power was in staying up all night and doing their business. There's this one woman that I saw on YouTube. I can't bring back her name right now, but she literally goes right to sleep when people are having their entertainment time and people are coming home from work. She eats and then goes to sleep, right? But then, as far as, I think her subconscious mind was activated because she did all her work when you're supposed to be sleeping. So she was asleep right away. Like I said, just after dinner. And dinner, of course, is at like 5 o'clock, 6. So she's going to bed at like around 7:30. So from 7:30 to midnight, she's sleeping. And that must affect her social life drastically. But at midnight, she got up and she worked her personal business. Oh, so should you work on your personal business, or should you just game all night? What I'm suggesting, this is for myself really, is just to take that night and just go ahead, like, until the sunrise, do the same thing that she did, because she created $1 million business being like around 19 years old or something like that, 20 years old, 21. But I saw what she was doing. She was actually being more productive during her sleep cycle, when everyone else is having their sleep cycles. She was up and actually super focusing on her. It was more of a super hyper active concentration on her business, because there is absolutely no interruptions. The atmosphere is dead quiet, and it's almost like she's producing a little bit of a submarine portal to advance her business, and she sure did. So I think she was activating some of her conscious and subconscious mind because subconsciously you are supposed to be sleeping at that time period. So I do know. So that's why I'm telling you, that's what I've seen. And I've seen two people like that. But it affected their health except for one. Okay? Except for one person. Those are like three people that I saw, and those three people, two of them got affected with their health, and then one person was successful without any health issues. So I'm just producing that avenue of suggestion, and to first just go ahead and game all night, and because that's pleasurable, you know, you're just doing that. Go to bed early, of course, and then go into the night, but then switch that over to your business. If you do have a personal business. Now this YouTube can be also a business, but I'm using the time of commute to actually pump out YouTube content. So to all you gamers, you can actually become fantastic businessmen, and using that desire, or already exercised desire as far as gaming goes, into the night, and using that for your personal business. Just slowly start switching it over. But when can you game? Well, I said, no way to the person that I heard of, doing that long time ago. There's a YouTuber that said, kind of like weighing yourself off of the games and then transforming it into a business. And I didn't take him seriously, not at all. But I'm saying that there's wisdom in there. Okay? Like for a dentist or for a nurse, study during the time of subconscious activity where you should be sleeping, but you're actually focusing on your dentistry and whatever your profession is. Like if it's football, I know it's a strange thing to be there at the facility when everything's closed and locked down, but I guess football players can do the same thing, just practice during the time of when you should be sleeping. But can that actually be done? I'm not sure, but it's just based on your profession. But it's one of the things as a YouTube submarine, and I'm constantly on YouTube. I saw those three people. I saw those three people do that, and it's a desire that I want to do that too. Okay, it's the morning. You don't have to like and you don't have to subscribe. Let's go on to the next one.